All right. Welcome to the 2022 Q2 Town Hall. We're coming to you from a new venue, as you can see. We're in Dallas, Texas at the shop. If you're ever in town, need a bite to eat or a drink, I'd encourage you to stop by. There's, I don't know how many, but we'll call it hundreds of classic cars to take a look at while you're enjoying a meal. I'm Joe Moser. I'm Chief Operating Officer here at Continental Batteries. Just as a reminder, my role is I'm responsible for the operations, supply chain, sales and marketing, and pricing.
And I'm Rob Williams. I think most know us by now. Hopefully we've been in the chairs for about 5 months now, but as part of my day job, have finance and accounting, obviously, but also HR, IT, and integrations.
Great. Well, we've received plenty of questions for you from you today, and I appreciate everybody who sent any kind of questions in. We're going to try to address as many of those as we can as we get through many of our topics today. First, I want to remind everyone, it's an exciting time to be at Continental Battery Systems. The landscape's changing. We are the aggressors. We're disrupting the industry. The industry's been looking for a new national player, someone to compete with our friends with the green shirts down the street. That's us. We're receiving tons of customers knocking at our door looking for a new solution. So just some reminders about us. Obviously a big national distributor. We're the largest wholly owned battery distributor in the United States, possibly the world. Haven't done the research. 225 different locations. We're operating across 47 different states. We sell over 12 million units a year. We've probably got the most diverse product base in the industry. These are all things that customers are looking for, and we're looking to grow. So where are we today? Obviously, we just completed the merger with BSI back in December and January. That's an ongoing process. We've got our challenges. The industry's not in good shape right now. So not only are we focused on integrating two large companies, ERPs, culture, people, the way we operate, our processes, it's not easy. We've got inflation, as many of you have seen, constant price increases. It's not the way we want to do business, but we need to keep our heads above water. You need to keep raising the prices to compete in this market. Our supply chain, you've also noticed that our fill rates probably aren't where we want them to be. There's capacity constraints from our supply base. We're working through that actively. We're scouring the world for additional products, additional supply, trying to complement our domestic supply with overseas suppliers. That's going to get better in time. We're working hard on that. Labor shortages. It's a topic that we've talked about over and over again. We're facing it. We know that we're shorthanded in our branches, and we're going to be working on additional plans for recruiting and bringing more help in. We appreciate all the efforts for everyone who's shorthanded in the field, covering for your colleagues. Thank you. Deflation. I talked about inflation at the beginning, but we're seeing deflationary pressure on our used batteries. That's a core part of our business. So we are actively looking for additional outlets on our used batteries, and it's just another reason why we need to go out and make sure we get our pricing from our customers. Our softening markets. Over the last month or two, the automotive markets have started to soften a little bit. We were experiencing a big commercial boom for a long time on the commercial batteries, Group 31s. That's starting to recede to some degree. But that being said, if there is a recession on the horizon, you're in a great business. Batteries is one of the most recession-proof businesses because people need their batteries. It's a great place to be. On top of all these challenges, we have a big growth imperative. We built this business because we think that there's a new, the customers are clamoring for a new offering. So we've got new national accounts that want to come on board. We need to solve that with additional capacity, and we need our branches to be able to support that. So a lot of challenges to work through, but it is an exciting time to be at Continental, and we're going to continue to talk through some of these things. So what do we need from all of you? We just need everyone to continue to have an ownership and accountability mindset. We're focused on really three things. We're focused on our employees, our customers, and our financial growth. As long as everybody keeps that as our true north, I think we're going to be in really good shape. So what I want to do now is pass it off to Rob. He's going to talk through our business update and how the business is performing.
Yep, super, thank you. That was a good intro. There's certainly a lot of exciting things going on. I know I speak for Eric, Brad, Rick, Keith, myself, Joe especially. Very, very proud of all the efforts going on in the business to continually serve our customers with challenges in the marketplace, with pricing, with procurement, as well as we are working our way through a pretty complex integration, right? So systems integration, HR integration, which includes 401k plans, HRIS integration. These things are all touching various people, various sides of the organization. And so far, like we say a lot internally, almost to a T. I have never seen an integration go this well so far because people have tucked their egos away. Generally speaking, the leadership in the business, the leadership in the branches, area managers, the leaders in our support functions, to a T, have checked their egos, and they simply want what is best for the business, which is great. So we are well on our way, I think, to becoming what we like to say a lot as one team, and culture is critically important for us, which is great. So I would ask everyone to please continue those efforts, because if we don't do that, we will not win and we will not be successful. And winning is good. And I'm going to start using this little soundbite you use of those guys in the green trucks. We all know who they are, and we're creeping up on them very rapidly, which is a great thing. In terms of business performance, we don't normally publish our financials, but we are now fully closed through 4 months of the year. Top line was almost $350 million of revenue and about $17 million of bottom line EBITDA. So I'm not always good at math, but if you multiply that top number by 3, we are over $1 billion company. So let that sink in. We are a large organization right now, and many of the systems and the processes that we all used yesterday don't work for us today. So we always ask ourselves why. Why are we doing the things that we do? Particularly as we want to integrate every aspect of the business, from our operations team, our sales team, our procurement teams, and all the support function teams in finance, accounting, HR, and IT. So those are of absolute critical importance. I should also add that we spent time preparing a deck that will get emailed out after this. For those who view the video later, it will be embedded into the presentation. So all that being said, always good to celebrate victories, and we have some we're going to talk about with Jim, our head of IT. I wish Lee was here, but he is working over in Nevada today. Everybody who is on either half of our legacy businesses, Legacy BSI, Legacy Continental, knows those two gentlemen very well, and they've done a great job of not only getting along very well, which ensures that their teams get along very well, but they are functioning as one integrated unit, as one team. So when we look at some successes, right, it sounds like a small thing, but to be on the same email platform, the same calendar function, so that we can all communicate better as an organization, those things infinitely help us achieve our objectives. And that was led by Lee and Dirk on the BSI side. So not only did the Continental folks have to change our domain name to go CBS, but the legacy BSI team had to get onto a new email platform and get used to that. So change is touching everyone. And also, we should be all very, very proud of the fact that in almost every case, we have simply looked at best practices across the business, wherever it was, in any operational metric, how we do cycle counts in the branches. You can look across this business, and BSI had some better practices, and Continental had some better practices, and we are migrating the two together in terms of what is simply best for the business. In terms of integrations, we're going to get Jim up here in a few minutes. I wish Lee was here as well to talk about the accomplishments that they've had to date, as well as what's coming down the pike. But for those who don't know, Royal Battery came along with the BSI merger, and come June 6th, they will be fully launched into NetSuite. And we are on the cusp of launching the larger BSI branches into NetSuite. I know some of the questions that came back for the town hall. We appreciate getting those. We're going to try to address a lot of those through the presentation. One of them was communication. We are trying very hard, believe you me, to communicate with town halls, frequent email updates. So I would ask you out in the field in branches, for those your employees who don't check or have email or look at it regularly, please pass on and disseminate a lot of this information that you get through weekly integration updates, that you get through these town halls, because a lot of those questions would be answered in there. So we ask you to, if you know of something, please share that with your team so that they're well informed. That's critical. A few other very quick items here. In terms of the financials, right? Again, we don't publish those, but we've had a great Q1, a great year through April. We're meeting our plan. I know one of the asks, we're almost ready to launch this, is having branch level and area P&Ls where we can track actuals to budget. It's another process that we're putting in place to help professionalize the business. But again, coming back to the question why are we doing all these things? We are cognizant that integrations are hard. They're hard on the field, and we are trying as best we can to minimize disruptions. So for example, Todd and the HR team, and this largely has not impacted the legacy BSI team all that much, but for the legacy Continental folks, pretty disruptive, right? To get on a new payroll platform, a new timekeeping platform. It's new. We are totally cognizant that change is hard, and we are very sincere when we say we really appreciate the efforts. But in trying to strategically plan these integration items, we wanted to get the HR integration items out of the way first, because we can't do everything at one time. We would break the organization, but we are literally on the eve of getting, over the next 4 to 5 months, the P21 branches, as we say, onto NetSuite. And the goal is to wrap that up by the end of the year. In general terms, integrations are hard to do, but using speed as a weapon, we want to get them over as quickly as possible so that we can continue focusing on customers and servicing them the best we can. So with that, I want to stop talking and get to the meat of it and get, unless you have anything else to add on that regard.
No, I just want to thank everyone in the field again for, as you mentioned, the difficult efforts on the integration. Where we're going, as we mentioned before, we want to be the best fill rates in the industry. We want the best product base. We want to be able to serve our customers and take care of our employees. So we're on our path.
Cool, thank you.